Greetings, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Well, apparently, the saga continues between members of the Nation of Islam and their critics, namely Young Pharaoh. In this case, is continuing his barrage of accusations. In this case, he has made an accusation about Minister Louis Farrakhan. All right, now, apparently, the brother is citing information which would implicate Louis Farrakhan in receiving federal subsidies or receiving a paycheck from the FBI, right? And basically, Malcolm Flex and Brother Ben X decided to go on the offensive last night and they refuted various claims that were made, um, especially regarding the one concerning FBI payments to Louis Farrakhan. The brothers were basically saying that the Nation of Islam had been receiving federal subsidies based on their prison religious education program. And so, what they had been saying basically is the Nation of Islam had found a way to impact the prison systems by actually volunteering time for religious counseling and religious education, and they would have been able to receive payments as um, a religious organization, right? And so, regarding that point, I think that's an important and a powerful way to empower grassroots organizations, reaching out to the prison and finding a way to parlay that into um, receiving some subsidies for the development of your program. But at the same time, the association with the system comes with various consequences because the whole notion of being a nation and being self sufficient means that you should be able to um, form your own group economics initiatives, which don't necessarily have to include working with the state, working with the federal government um, as a major platform. You know, we should really focus on more organic movements within our community, um, things that can be self sustaining, that don't necessarily need the injection of capital from the state. Because anything that needs the injection of capital from the state will place you on almost like a false foundation. Because today or tomorrow, if Donald Trump decides to cut funding for that initiative, then a major pillar of your revenue would have been dissolved. So I think although it's good to reach out, and the prison is a good place to start, you know, don't really make it the the major pillar of your organization. Some of it should even be volunteer time. You know, make some volunteer efforts, but at the same time, I can understand if the state has funding for these types of initiatives, um, black people should be able to take advantage of it. you know. But I'm not aware of any improprieties related to Louis Farrakhan. But Brother Ben X and Malcolm Flex basically refuted the claims of Young Pharaoh, and they basically went on the attack last night. And this saga has been going on for a long period of time. And I would wonder why, as African descendants, we devote so much time to debunking each other rather than debunking the oppressor, rather than debunking those who actively are harming us on a daily basis. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out why we cannibalize each other in such a way, and it really just results in the setting back or the stagnating of progress. Because if you keep our people in this state of division with all of this nitpicking, without some ultimate aim and objective, you will find that we will be in this same condition for a protracted period of time. So people just wanted to bring you all this update. Some claims were made about Minister Louis Farrakhan. They have since been refuted by members of the Nation of Islam, namely Brother Ben X and Brother Malcolm Flex. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. One love.